My loving wife asked me to do a series of videos on HR issues. I have a past in dealing with HR on higher levels and lower levels. And I have the things in my introductory video to help back up what I'm saying. So others have said this, and there's some other great videos out there about human resources. What they've said is that there are high, medium, or mediocre, or low quality employers. Now, there's a lot of changes that have happened post-COVID, and you can see the steps kind of moving up to that epiphany of what's going on, and it's really harming low quality employers. Even industries, there are some industries that are famous for mistreating their employees and not having the right culture. And so I've written some documents on culture change, and I'll do a video about culture change. But I wanted to make this point about low quality employers. They're like an alcoholic. Alcoholics have to want to change, or they don't, and they wind up dying in the street. So that's the end result. And in employers, it's bankruptcy. It's having to be bought out and gutted because the leadership is poor. So, like an alcoholic, there are early stages of alcoholism where people can say, you know what, I don't really like drinking this much, or you know what, I'd really like to change this part of my life, and they do. Or I'd really like to not be an alcohol abuser, which is a precursor to alcoholism, and I'd rather to change what I'm doing, and they do. Like 37% was one figure I saw that they changed to some normal behaviors, and they're not abusers and they're not alcoholics. So when you think about it, companies are the same. If they want to be low quality employers, they will. They won't change. And then there are some who strive, and they make some bizarre decisions with these same leaderships that are doing the bad quality employer things to begin with. So bad quality employers then get high turnover. And if your turnover is more than 10%, what are you really thinking? They blame the industry. There was one that had a 80% turnover rate, and they're saying it's the industry. No, it's the culture. It's the lack of leadership. And then they tried to, you don't know how many, there was like a craze for 5 years where all the CEOs were going, yeah, we got to get HR managers involved in this. They got to be the leaders of change. Change management. They never understood the concept, because officially change management is that the HR directors, managers, or whatever, they visualize and they try and document the changes, and if they're working, and make suggestions about how they change. But it actually comes from the top, and that's why these CEOs and these vice presidents and all these people down need to change the culture. Not put somebody down here and say, oh, you got to do it. They can't do it. If the top has cultures that are inappropriate for today's business, and they won't change, they're an alcoholic. They just have to wind up in the street someday realizing they made their mistakes, and they should have gotten control of their problems in the company. So there's an expression that employees do not ruin companies. Poor leadership does. Just so you know. Thank you, and I will do a series of things for this audience.